Coming to you live from Baccarat. This is Optimal Play. I'm Brandon.
I'm Jordan.
And I'm Christian.
And today we are learning Thiefdom, a pick up and deliver programming. Honestly, I'm one of the ones here who's about to learn it, so
I can't wait to find out what kind of game this is.
Yeah, it's programming and pick up and deliver. That's exactly it. This
Okay.
is a fun game that just came out. The designer is I've
got it right here.
Thank you so much. Juma Al-Juju, who's the designer of Clans of Caledonia. This is his second design.
Very cool.
And it is a cool pick up and deliver game, a very thematic game, and one I'm excited to teach you guys how to play.
I'm excited to learn it, and I should say some expectation management type stuff. We call these our casual how to play videos, where we literally need to learn it and think it might be useful to you if we do so on camera. But this is not scripted. There's not a lot of fancy B-roll. Jordan is imparting his wisdom on us. We may ask questions and things, and hit the like button and comment if you enjoy it.
Yeah, and check out this game. It's pretty cool.
It would be pretty funny if Jordan just pulled out an iPad with a full PowerPoint deck.
That would
and
be
was
very
going
funny.
through it. He had his own visual aids.
I will not be doing that. I am going
next
to
time.
instead direct your attention to the board as you learn to play Thiefdom.
And I will say, subscribe to the channel too. We do intend to, once we learned it, play it, which will be a separate video on the channel, so you can check out the playthrough shortly after this goes up.
Cool.
All right.
Let's start.
Tell us about Thiefdom.
So Thiefdom takes place over 6 nights. This is the sort of the round track. We start out at round 1 and go to round 6, and then there's some endgame scoring.
Okay.
Every round is going to have a night phase where we will be doing things in the city, and then a day phase, which is administration while our thieves are lying low. Every night will have 2 steps, a planning step and then an activation step.
Okay.
The planning step is where we will assign the activation order, 1, 2, 3, and 4, to our 3 thieves and also the group of NPCs that we randomly happen to control for that round.
Okay.
These cards, at the end of every round, will rotate counterclockwise. And so we will be controlling the different NPC pieces, sort of separately as the game goes on.
I might lay these down while you talk because there's letters on them that...
That is actually not going to work for play. And the reason for that
interesting.
is that these are the cops, and they have eyes. And so they are looking in a particular direction.
We'll just call them out as we go.
We can call them out. If you'd like, we could put something in the front of them to show which way they're looking.
so to show the difference, you can see the eyes versus
eyes.
Right.
no eyes. Oh.
So that is a good opportunity to talk about these pieces and fields of view.
Okay.
Every piece has a field of view to its own square. So the nobles can see their own square. Everything can, including your own thieves. Okay. The cops, they can see in a straight direction, a straight line until their vision hits a building. So this guy can see his own square plus this square and this square. Okay. And that's the end. But if he were standing here, he could see from here all the way down to here.
Oh, wow.
There's no natural end point for his vision. If that makes sense.
And his facing matters, you're saying,
His
right?
facing matters.
So if he was here, and I currently have him facing this way, he's only seeing to there?
Correct.
And none of that room?
Correct.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Your thieves can see in a straight line in all directions until they hit a building. So my thief could see from here, 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 here,
Okay.
here.
And they don't have facing, right?
They don't have facings. Right. Okay. And that is that. And then this is the wine wagon. It does not have a field. It can see its own space, just like
Same with the nobles.
Right.
Okay.
Same as the nobles, because it's
okay.
a gold piece. And we can lay that down if you like.
Yeah.
For vision.
Gotcha.
Okay. So that is a description of field of view. Yeah, these can also be laid
Yeah,
down
all
if
the
you
brown
like.
ones can be laid. It's just the black.
The blacks need to be standing.
Yep.
Okay. So that is that. At the start of the game, we are going to assign our hideout to one of the buildings in the. So maybe I start in this park. That's my hideout, and all 3 of my thieves will start there. Everyone will get to pick a hideout to start in, and then we will very quickly start assigning these. These ordering. Tiles to our thieves. Once everyone's assigned everything, we're going to reveal these.
Oh, okay. So
And
we put them out with this side up,
Right.
The 3 times thief icon.
Yep.
Okay. So like,
And then
I'll
you'll flip
do
them over.
something like this.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, and then we will start activating with whoever the first player is, which is the owner of this card.
Oh.
And we will go clockwise around. And on your turn, you will activate the thing that you assigned it to. So on your first turn, it'll be the 1, and then you'll remove the 1, and then on your next turn, you'll do the 2.
Oh, okay. You're not
Go
activating
around.
them all. So we're taking 4 turns each.
Taking 4 turns each night.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. So what can well, first of all, let's say the goal of this game is to get victory points, and there are a few key ways to do that. One way is these paintings that can be stolen. There are 4 paintings in the game. They are here, here, and here. They're all worth 8 points. A good score in this game is 60. You start with 10. There are contracts that you can fulfill. These require you to bring certain resources to the contract site, and then you can fulfill the contract for some other resources and some points. Okay. That is a main way to score points. There's endgame scoring here for coins, and then the various resources you can get. Those are worth points at the end of the game as well. Okay. There are also friends you can make, and some of them will have little pearls on them, and that's the symbol for endgame scoring, and so they will give you additional scoring. Okay. Those are the main sources of scoring that I can recall at the moment, but I may find others as we go through the game. Yep. Oh no, sorry. There are also these like selling spots. So like here, you can trade rubies for points. Oh. Here you can trade wine for 2 points. Every barrel of wine.
And are these? Do you need to be standing on the spaces that like with these arrows connected to them to utilize those?
I'll explain that, but no, you actually have to be on the building.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And it looks like some of them it's like one time versus as many times as you want.
As many times as you want, right? And when you fulfill this will go out, and these do refill.
Great.
There's a pile of those over there. Okay. All right. So we are basically stealing the things that give us points and then taking them to their destinations to score those points.
Yep.
If that makes sense.
Pick up and deliver.
Okay, pick up and deliver. That's exactly right. So what can you do on your turn when you're activating a thief? Well, a thief, every action that the thief gets, and each thief gets 3 actions, is one of a few things. One is 1 movement. No, sorry, one of them is 3 movement. So you can take a thief and move it 3 spaces for a single action. Okay. If you move into a building, which is a space with dotted lines around it, you can only move through the arrows that show an entrance and exit. And whenever you move into a building, your movement ends for that action. So if it was only 1, 2 to move in here, I do not get my 3rd movement. I am done moving for that action.
It's like the rooms in Clue.
Yes.
It's like the rooms
Just
in
like
Clue.
the rooms in Clue. Thank you.
Right. Okay. Another action you can do with your thief is you can take the action that is in a building. So there are a few different types of buildings on the boards, and we'll go through them now. Why not? This one is get max gold on that thief. So every thief can hold 4 gold. Okay. And you can sell your liquor bags for 1 point each. That's this building. There are 2 of these, I believe. This one, oh no, actually, there's only 1 of these. I apologize. Only 1 of these. Here, there's an action to just fulfill your contract. So that's an action. Here, there are 2 of these. This is take your painting and sell it, meaning get what's on the painting. You actually have to bring it to a dealer in order to get what's on it.
Offense.
And spend rubies for points. And this is you can buy equipment. There will be a shop for equipment, and you can buy them. And we'll come back to that a little bit later. And then the 4th type of building, this is get a friend. That's the other type of card. So drink with a friend.
Beer mugs.
The beer mugs. And then you can spend money for liquor, and you can sell wine for 2 points each.
Got it.
I don't think we talked about this one. That looks like another different one.
This is the prison.
Yeah.
At the prison, there may be resources here, and you can pick up 1 to 4 of them. And then you can sell badges back to the guards for 2 points each. They're very embarrassed that you stole those badges. Sure. And you can also sell your wanted poster to the guard for 1 time for 3 points.
I see.
And the wanted posters, that's basically you like trading them in.
Yeah.
I was just trying to figure out the flavor of that, but
It's like you go in and you bring the wanted poster, and so now it looks like the guards have done their job.
I see.
I think is the idea.
Even though you bring in a wanted poster with your face on it, then you leave.
You're like, don't worry about it.
That's right.
Cards are very corrupt here.
And then there are 4 villas on the outside of the board. There are 2 actions at a villa. You can either fill up on rubies, so fill up to the max, and rubies, liquor, and wine all go in these bag spots, not the gold spots, and also a painting would go there as well and take up all 4 slots.
That's big.
They're heavy.
So they're heavy, right? Or they're bulky. So you can fill up on rubies, or you can get a painting. But at each of these locations, one of those 2 things is locked. So here the rubies are unlocked, but the painting is locked up. Here the rubies are locked and the painting is unlocked.
Here's one where the painting is locked.
Yep.
So painting is
rubies
locked
are
here.
locked. Okay,
Here,
so it's just
rubies-
one or the other. I got
Right, exactly. And in order to do the locked action, you need a lockpick, which is a special item that you can get over the course of the game. Okay, another action you can do is the rob action, to steal things from the various people on board. So, in order to rob a noble, you need to be standing adjacent to that noble.
Okay.
And then you're going to flip over their briefcase, which shows 2 coins or a ruby, and you'll take one of those 2 things.
I see. Okay, so
That
over
is-
here, there's noble letters, and they're labeled.
They are labeled.
So
this would flip over Noble B, and Noble B cannot be robbed again until those briefcases flip back over.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Which
So
will
it's
happen eventually.
gotcha. Oh, we're not revealing hidden information. We're,
We're
we're marking that they've
marking
been
that
robbed.
he has
Someone
been
has
robbed.
picked their pocket.
Right.
Got
and
it.
so all these nobles are the same. They have 2 coins or a ruby in their briefcase, your choice.
Great.
That's how stealing works, right? You decide. You decide
what they have. Exactly. Okay, if you are next to the wine cart, you can rob the wine cart. You get 1 wine, and you get a wanted poster. And you'll take that wanted poster, and you'll put it on that particular thief. Actually, you'll flip it over and put it on that thief, and that tells you what the wanted poster does, which I will explain a little bit later. Okay, and you can also rob the police. You cannot rob them from in front of them, because if they ever see you, they will arrest you, and we'll come to that in a moment.
Okay.
But if you're standing to the side or behind them, you can rob them, and you can take a badge. And each of the cops carry 2 badges, and
As they do, yeah.
in case one of them gets stolen, which is a problem in this city. And those will also refill periodically, as with the briefcases of the nobles.
Love it.
So those are the things that you can rob, and that's basically the actions you could take. You can move, you can rob, you can interact with buildings.
Okay. And interact with buildings is separate from robbing, right?
Yes,
Okay.
this is separate.
Quick question coming back to me from interacting with this. This seems to be like an inn or something. When you said get max gold, does that take it from the supply?
Take it from the supply and put it max for that thief. So each thief has their own separate little section of
and
your
item
board,
tracker, yeah.
and they can each hold 4 gold and up to 4 items worth. And then you also have your hideout, which is what's on the right here. That's what this token represents. And you start with 8 gold, and you can freely drop items off and pick them up at your hideout and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Oh, so these spaces here can be for either
type
gold
of thing.
or other goods.
Correct,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Okay, does that make sense?
Yes.
I think so.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. The only other rule to know about this is that you can only rob when both you and your target are adjacent to each other in an alley, not in a building. So if I'm in this building and this noble is outside on the streets, I can't rob him. I have to
Obviously.
leave
Don't be
first.
ridiculous. Yeah.
Right. That would be crazy. Unless there's a special rule that allows you to break that, and there are those, which is fun.
This game has special rules?
This game has special rules. Okay, I believe I've covered all of the actions. There are actually the only other type of action is there are these item cards that we will be starting with somewhere, and you can buy more later. And on them, they have either a little thief guy or a little thief guy with 2 stars on it.
Okay.
If it's a little thief guy, that's an action. If there are 2 stars
It's the same
on
symbol as we see
the
here.
same
for
symbol that's
actions,
there.
yeah.
If it has the 2 stars, that means it's modifying another action.
I see.
So this would this climbing tools lets
Modifies
you
your
climb when
moves.
you're moving,
Yep.
but the crossbow you can shoot it, but that is a separate action.
Gotcha.
And it tells you what to do.
Yep. Cute.
Okay, so those are the 4 actions in the game: use a card, move, rob, interact with the building.
Yep.
Okay, so let's go a little bit more in depth on moving. The first rule of movement is you get 3 points of movement per action, and your movement ends when you enter a building. Second rule of movement is that you cannot enter an occupied space. Instead, you freely move through it.
Oh.
So if I was here, it would be 1 move to move here.
Sure.
Okay.
You're tumbling through.
And that noble doesn't care about me because I'm not wanted. Okay? If I'm wanted, then the gold pieces do care about you, and they will get you arrested if you move through them. That is what this poster does. It says that the gold pieces, if you move through them, they will arrest you.
Gold pieces being the nobles in the wine cart? Is that
Yeah,
what
gold
you
pieces
mean by
being the
that?
nobles and the wine cart. Okay. The cops, if you move through them, they always have line of sight to their own space, and they will arrest you if you move into their space. You cannot move into the space of a cop.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
And for clarity, when you say you are wanted, you mean that specific?
That
Because
specific
like I have 3 different thief meeples in
Right.
spaces. So
Thiefles.
if Wilhelm
Thiefles.
right?
That's right.
If Wilhelm is wanted,
Then
that's
Wilhelm
the-
cannot move through a gold
without
Right,
getting
exactly.
arrested. Okay.
You can also freely move through the other thieves, and again, this doesn't take points of movement, and so you can imagine,
Oh.
like
Oh.
if you wanted to move through, you could go like this, and that'd be one move. Okay.
So you're running over their heads.
Right. However, for every space you enter that has another thief in it, another player's thief in it, you lose 1 point.
Point.
1 point.
Whoa. Okay.
And
it's
that
embarrassing.
includes buildings. So if I'm in this building and then you come into this building, you will lose a point.
Oh, so we can both occupy
You can
it. but-
both be in that building, but you will lose a point whenever you enter a space that another player's
That's
thief
fun.
is in.
Interesting. Okay.
That's interesting.
If ever your thieves are in the same space, or even if one of your thieves moves through the space of one of your other thieves, or they're both in the same building, right? They can freely exchange items between
Great.
them.
Oh.
Not item cards, but goods and
Loot
money.
and
So that's
money.
part of the move action.
That is
when
part
you
of the move
through.
action.
Okay.
And then the final rule on movement is these are the catacombs. They are not spaces, but instead they are all adjacent to one another. So if you go like this, I would go out, out. That's one.
Yep.
And they're all adjacent, meaning
They're all
you,
adjacent.
you could choose which of these. You go in here, you choose any of these three to come out.
Any of them to come
Oh,
out.
okay.
They are all
very
adjacent,
fun.
and you do not count them as spaces.
Yep.
Okay. That is basically all you need to know about movement. I will point out it may be hard to know or hard to see on your first play, but there are like between boards there is only one connection.
Yeah.
There are walls, and you can't move through walls. And you
Yeah,
also
of
can't
course.
move through the
The
solid
lines,
lines,
yeah,
right? Dotted
those
lines
doors.
only. Okay.
Just before you move on, there's lanterns all over the place. Should you have talked about those yet?
No.
Or they don't relate to movement?
They do not relate to the movement of the thieves.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So I've covered movement. I have covered robbing. I've covered all three types of robbing. If you rob this, you get a wanted poster and a wine. If you rob a cop, you get a badge. If you rob a noble, you flip their briefcase and get gold and a ruby. So robbing is covered. So we're going to go a little bit more in depth on the buildings, and then we're going to cover how the NPCs move.
Great.
So fulfill a contract. Very simple. Fulfill a contract. Take the contract. It will refill later. The shop we've already covered. Gold. Sell your liquor for 1 point each. So now let's cover the tavern. When you go to the tavern, you will draw from this deck, I believe 3 cards. 4 cards. You'll draw 4 cards, and you'll look at them. Okay? And these are 4 potential friends that you can make. You can make 1 friend with each thief for the entire game. After you draw these
That's the
4
slot at the
cards
top.
that's the slot at the top.
I see.
It says
the friend
1 right
icon.
there.
Mhm.
Right.
Yep.
After you draw these 4 cards, you have 3 choices. You can either befriend one of them, you can befriend none of them and discard all 4 cards, or you can start a bar fight. Start a bar fight, you turn one of the cards face over, it takes the slot,
Of a friend.
and it's worth 1 point at the end of the game.
Okay.
Why would you do that? But you as a player can never make another friend. Not your band of thieves can make no more friends.
Whoa.
So you don't really
So
want
you-
to do that, except at the end of the game for a point if you want to.
And it makes sense like if they're giving you ongoing abilities,
Right.
it might be worse to get an ongoing ability that never fires than
Sure.
to get that 1 point.
Sure. And these cards have costs. So like this is free, but this costs it's 4 friends to befriend Wibbled the Judge, and it is 4 coins to befriend Wolf Soldier, and only 2 for Watana Messenger. Okay.
Sure.
And these
Okay.
will also have points on them, so they'll be scoring for points at the end. And then they have various abilities. I'm not going to go over all of these because that would be a pain.
Yeah, but when they come out, we
But
can
they
talk
are
about
all unique.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a deck of unique friends,
Wow.
and we can go over them as we go.
as we
through.
see them. Yep.
Sure.
Okay, that is the friend action, and then here you can buy liquor and sell wine.
I guess high level. What do friends tend to do?
That is fine.
Yeah.
So as a high level thing, they will give you abilities for better movement, abilities to evade the police better, or they will give you endgame scoring, and they will also give you some like this. I mean, they're kind of hard. Like this one's a one-off side quest, like deliver the nun to the church. Like that's a specific
interesting.
thing.
Okay.
Endgame scoring is the pearl symbol, so you can kind of see how often that comes up.
So like maybe less than half of them, but
Yeah,
Way
yeah.
less than half, like 5 of them maybe.
oh, okay.
And yeah, some of them will give you better exchange rates at certain like
Yeah, okay.
you know.
Okay.
sure.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is this action here. That is make a friend, and then you can do these things.
Yep.
And by the way, all 3 of these are 1 action when you go here.
Yeah.
And there are 2 taverns here and here.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So it's 1 action to make a friend and
Buy any liquor and
buy
sell
liquor
wine.
and sell wine.
Yeah,
Okay.
all of the stuff in one building is 1 action.
Great.
Okay, so we've covered that. We've covered this. We've covered this. We've covered so the way the paintings are. You sell the painting. You can only sell 1 painting. You turn rubies in for points, and then you buy equipment. So there will be
That's what the swords are. Okay.
yeah, there will be a stock of 4 equipment cards, which look like this, and each thief can have 2 different equipment. They can't have the same ones, and those equipment will give them either new actions or they will modify other actions.
Sure.
Or like some of them, let me see if I can find one. Like there's a sack here. This has 2 additional spaces to hold goods
Oh,
and
sure.
coins. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
there's
okay,
different stuff like
sure.
that. I will point out that lock picks are in the equipment, and that is what you need to take
unlock.
the locked actions at the villas.
Got it.
I
Okay.
was going to ask that.
Yeah, so that is an important
so you,
comment.
are lockpicks one-time use or
No,
ongoing? Okay.
they are ongoing.
But you have to assign them to a particular thief.
thief will have
so that
each
thief
item.
now can pick locks, but only one of your 3.
That's exactly correct. Okay, so that is everything. Am I missing any important rules?
NPC movement.
Well, yeah, NPC movement, but I'm talking about like...
What about all the... So these are
the orchards.
treated as buildings, but all these things that just have an icon on them and
So I saw
nothing
some
else.
of them
So
were the friends.
yeah, some cards will reference the icons,
Okay.
but otherwise they don't matter. The game broadly divides buildings into two types. Orange ones, which are interactable, and then the gray ones, which are not interactable.
Okay.
And it seems like it's like you might get gear that interacts with the tower, or you might get a friend
sense.
who needs to go to the church. Or
Right,
whatever.
exactly. Okay, so now let's cover how NPC movement works. So first of all, when you're resolving NPC movement on this card, you must do it in the order of the NPCs. So you have to go this one, then this one, then this one. Okay. All of the people, not the wagon, but all the people move in the exact same way, which is to say, they move as far as they can to one lantern away.
I
So
see.
this D could go, I would have two choices. I could send this D here, or I could send it here. Okay?
Got it.
However, if a lantern is occupied, I can keep going.
Oh.
And you can go quite far sometimes.
Yes.
I'll just say
Interesting.
that is an
Yeah.
interesting thing. You can go quite far sometimes. Okay. The cops work the same way. However,
By the way, does moving the nobles through thieves have any other potential effects? Can wanted thieves get arrested when
yes,
that happens?
wanted thieves
okay.
can get arrested when that happens.
Anytime they enter your
And
space.
if a cop moves through your thief, it will be arrested. And that
Okay.
is like one of the main
Unavoidable.
things you were trying to do. It's like arrest other
Get
people.
other people arrested,
Get other people
yeah.
arrested. Okay. Okay. Cops will also move towards one lantern, but their facing matters.
Mm-hmm.
They will maintain their facing. So he will go here and he will be just staring at that building.
staring at a wall.
However,
Okay.
if this is occupied, then I might go here and now I'm looking that way. Okay?
I see.
This is
Oh,
like a
so they're
dangerous
facing
place.
turns when they round a corner?
They're facing turns when they turn.
Oh, okay.
Right, exactly.
Interesting. Interesting.
And that is cops movement.
Okay.
The wagon moves two lanterns.
As printed
So
on the
instead of one, it will move
Brandon's.
two lanterns.
And that's just one of these movement scripts each round
Yep.
moves that. Okay.
Yep, one of yeah.
So basically
Everything will move once.
Everything will move once during the round. Just different players are in different control.
That's correct.
That makes sense.
Clever. I like it.
So if your thief is arrested, here's what happens. First, all of the stuff they're holding, coins and loot, get deposited here. Okay.
Oh, that's how you get them.
That's
in
how
the
you
prison.
get things
Okay.
there.
Yep.
Second, you lose 2 points.
Yep.
And then your thief is sent back to your hideout.
Oh, okay.
Wait, where's my hideout?
At the start of the game, we'll be placing our hideouts anywhere on the board.
Yeah.
Well, no, in any gray building. But not the church. You can't start in the church.
Oh man,
And
I want to be the
Which
pious
one?
thieves.
Yeah,
okay, and so now I'll just go through the end of round stuff that happens. So every round we will do this end of round stuff, and then this box, which is resetting things, only happens after rounds 2 and 4.
I see.
So every round, that is get your tiles back. I don't know why it says that. Secondly, we will rotate these counterclockwise.
Sure.
Yep.
And third, every thief that is outside at the end of the round gets a point
For being bold.
bold.
Oh.
For being bold.
Yeah, our
Left
points
out
appear to be
the-
not
okay.
like money, but like reputation.
Right, because you're
Which is why like tumbling through one another
Yeah.
Right, losing
costs a
points.
reputation.
I see, because you're completely safe from arrest while you're in buildings.
You are.
Right.
You cannot be arrested in the
Impossible.
building. Right. Okay.
Interesting.
And then every second round, so after rounds 2 and 4, we will also refill these tracks. So we'll flip over the briefcases and refill the badges.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We will refill the empty contract spots. And we will wipe the market of the available item cards and put new item cards out.
Okay.
Love it.
And that's it. And then at the end of the game,
And remind me, when you acquire an item, does it also refill the market at that time, or does the market just dwindle?
it will refill at the end of your turn.
Okay.
And you can buy multiple items, like
But you need
in
money
theory.
to do it.
okay.
Like if there are 2 items that cost $2 and I have 2 slots available and I have the
Got it. Oh, but they have to go in the inventory of the thief.
Of the
that's
thief who's buying
there.
it.
Okay,
Right,
so you're
exactly.
pretty limited.
You
Okay.
are limited.
Got it.
Okay, at the end of the game, you get 4 points for every $4. Oh, sorry, 1 point for every $4, 1 point for every 2 crystals and 2 liquor, 1 point per badge, 1 point per wine, 3 points per an unsold painting. So if you have one of these that hasn't been sold yet, friends may score points, and then every thief that is at home in your hideout also scores you a point.
So by the end of the week.
Oh, at
you
the,
want to come.
yeah, at the end, you want to be home instead of out. Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I believe that's it. At the start of the game, there are, so I'll just say for people who are watching at home, there are 2 types of item cards. Not really, but there are 2 backs. This back is for the opening draft, and then these all get shuffled together.
I see.
In the opening draft, I will deal each of us 3 cards. You'll keep 1 pass, keep 1 pass.
Oh,
You'll
so
end
you
up with 3, and then you can choose to buy them with your 8 gold or not.
Oh.
So you start with 8 gold, and you can choose to spend them on these item
I see.
cards. And then this will get shuffled in with this, and we'll put the 4 out there.
Any that you buy, you can give to any thief?
Yes, because they will all be in the same.
It's like starting gear. Yeah.
Starting gear.
Yeah.
That's the whole game, I think.
That sounds complete to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing anything else on the table that we didn't touch on.
Makes sense.
Oh, what about this? What's this heart token for?
Great question. Thank you. Once per round, you can assign this heart to one of your thieves to give them a 4th action.
Oh.
Wow.
So one of your
Cute.
thieves will get 4 actions.
Okay, so
Dig it.
3, 3, and 4.
The one you
All right.
love the most.
Yeah, and they'll know. They'll talk about it amongst themselves.
That's right.
That's true. Rumors spread in this city, I bet.
That's right. So let me see which things happen first. I believe we do our equipment draft before we pick our hideout. That's correct. So we're going to do our equipment draft, then we're going to do our hideout.
And we'll go into our gameplay on a separate video.
Yeah,
So
that's it.
We'll wind
That's
down
the
this
game.
one. Yeah,
That makes sense.
It's not a very complicated
No,
game,
no,
right?
no. Yeah.
No, it looks there's a lot of
There's
iconography and a lot of
iconography,
like arrows and stuff. It looks heavier than I think.
Well, it also
feels
has
now.
it has a lot of that. There's no English anywhere.
Yes,
Design. You
there's
know
no
what I mean?
English
Which
thing.
always like really
Yeah.
can weigh down the board presence a bit.
Sure.
Yeah.
But once you know what everything is, it's very convenient.
Yeah.
And there are very intimidating player aids.
So this player aid has all of the building types on it. Well,
Okay.
it has all the movement rules, all of the movement rules for them, the different rob actions, and then these are the building types. And what's kind of nice about them is it says there's an inn on tiles 2 and 8. So if you're having trouble
they are
finding
numbered,
it,
yeah.
the tiles are numbered.
Oh.
And so you can look for tile 2 and you can look for tile 8, and then you can find the
that's
appropriate
cute.
buildings.
That's cute.
That's on here. And then this is if you want to play a game with a established setup instead of doing the opening equipment draft and like choosing where your stuff goes.
Oh,
It's
you can
just
set it up
set it up like
according to
this if you're like for your first game. But
Okay, but we're not doing that.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Okay.
I love
Very
it.
cool. Well, thank you, Jordan, for the teach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. We'd love if you'd like the video if you liked it. Comment if you have any questions or anything like that, and catch our playthrough shortly. In the days following this one on the channel. Jordan, you can catch more of him explaining things to you on the Game Brain podcast.
Yeah, and our recent coverage of BGGCon included discussion of this game.
Oh, topical.
There
It
we
was
go.
a lot of our group's favorite game of the con.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
including mine, I think.
That makes me even more excited to play
Yeah,
it.
I really like it.
So let's get to that. We'll see you on that video. Until then, be optimal.